are going to head into some motivation. As you guys know, that is the bread and butter of this podcast, because I truly believe that we should all, while we all have our own individual goals and we're all individual people, I do feel like we should all have a singular goal as well. And that should be to be a part of someone else's survival guide while we are also trying to be the adults we needed as children. I think the society that we live in would be a much better place, and we would stop inheriting such a bad bill of goods. People learned those lessons. So today, I think the main focus of this should be stop it. And that's going to be the title for this week's motivation. Stop it. Be careful of what you hear about someone, because you might be hearing it from the problem. This is something I saw a lot in wrestling. A lot of people love to talk, but a lot of people don't watch with their eyes. And this is what I was saying earlier on this podcast. Money talks, BS walks. A lot of people will talk, and talk is cheap. Watch with your eyes, because a lot of times the things that people say does not match up with what they do. And that's when you find out that people aren't really about it. And you see that a lot on social media, in wrestling, and just in everyday life. Okay. People would we talked about this last week, but I really want to stress this again because of the topic for today. People would rather believe that there is something wrong with you as opposed to something wrong happening to you. Okay, be careful who you are around and be objective about what you hear. A lot of people need you and other people to be the bad guys because they don't want to have to confront the reality that they might be the villain in their own life story. And that's why you have to be okay with being the villain in other people's stories, because it's not your story and it doesn't have to be your reality. It just means that some people are they just do not want to confront the potential reality that they themselves might be the problem. And honestly, I had to learn this lesson for myself. So if you have to learn this lesson too, do not feel ashamed. I had to learn this, okay? Trust me. I know. I have, like, legit, I've had bite marks on my tongue from having to hold back all the things that I truly wanted to say, but didn't, because some things just are not worth your peace, okay? I realized that sometimes, like, for example, I have put food on the table of people that have stabbed me in the back, okay? I have smiled at the people that sought to destroy me, okay? When you can do that and be confident in the skin that you're in the body that you were born with, you realize how freeing it is and powerful to be free with your authenticity and to have the gumption to stand up for what you believe in. And not just stand up for what you believe in, but be about it every single day, paying the daily rent and that daily tax for the success that you want to have in the future, be it for yourself, your family, and future generations, by passing down generational wealth and breaking those generational curses that we keep passing down because nobody wants to deal with their own shizit. Okay, I realized that withholding your tongue and that seething rage that you feel deep inside and wanting all of these things, I realized that a lot of people will act like they know you, but they know an outdated version of you that doesn't exist anymore, okay? If you knew me a year ago, you don't know me. If you knew me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you don't know me. If you knew me a few months ago, you probably don't even know me. That is how much I'm always working on myself, and I want that for you too, because I realized that when people try to use your past against you as if it's bad, it's like them trying to rob your old house. You don't live there anymore. That's how ridiculous it is. Okay? Do not give people a pen to write your life story when they only deserve a pencil in the footnotes. It's your story. Okay? You don't live there anymore. That is an outdated version of you that doesn't exist anymore. And when you start being about yourself and improving yourself and improving your life and improving everything about you, you shine different. And that's when people are going to start hating the most, okay? Anything worthwhile isn't easy. And that's why a lot of people don't achieve it, because it's not easy and people don't want to pay that daily rent. They would rather go to your old house and rob you than watch you be better than them. Okay, but if they put all of that energy into doing what you're doing, they would have a much better life, a much better outlook, a much better attitude. But it's easy to try to bring you down than it is to try to tear themselves. It's easy to tear you down than it is to build themselves up to your level. All right. It's so interesting how you can just shine so different, that all these people that used to hate on you, that still on the DL hate you, will start talking about how they knew you in 1992. It's 2023. Okay. They'll still be talking about who you were in 2010 and 2015. But remember, it's 2023. They're trying to rob you at your old house. You don't live there anymore. Do not give these people the type of power over you to try and destroy you. Be free with your authenticity and stop it. Break those generational curses. Create that generational wealth. Be the best version of you that outdates every other version of you, and thank all those old versions of you, because without them, you wouldn't be as good as you are today. You needed them when you needed them, but now you don't anymore. Let go of that baggage, okay? You moved out of that house. Leave that baggage behind. Because if you carry so much baggage from the past into your present, you're leaving no room for happiness for right now and in your future. And you deserve that. But I can't want that for you more than you want that for yourself. So stop it. Stop it. Become somebody that no one thought you could be, including you. Be the adult you needed as a child. Stop it and refocus yourself. Be the adult you needed as a child. Okay? Remember, the next time somebody comes at you like that, you don't live there anymore. It's not your problem. Be the adult you needed as a child.